Today, we are diving into something pretty exciting, a brand new competition that's designed to test the true power of AI in one of the most important fields you can imagine, creating new medicines.
So let's just get right into it. We're constantly hearing all these incredible claims about what AI can do, right? But how do you actually separate the real game-changing breakthroughs from all the noise and all the hype? Especially when we're talking about something as critical as our health.
In science, new technologies pretty much always follow this classic pattern. First, there's this massive wave of excitement, of big, bold claims. And right now, AI for drug design is riding the absolute peak of that wave. You've got companies and research groups all popping up, claiming they've cracked the code. And that is the heart of the problem. Without some kind of standard, a common ruler to measure everybody against, it's almost impossible for the scientific community, let alone the rest of us, to figure out which of these AI tools are the real deal. We need a way to put them to the test, head-to-head, in the real world. So how do you even build a ruler like that? Well, to figure it out, we're going to take a quick trip back in time. Because believe it or not, biologists faced a really similar problem a few decades ago. Back in the 90s, the big challenge, the Mount Everest of biology, was predicting a protein's complicated 3D shape from just its basic sequence. So to tackle it, scientists set up a competition called CASP back in '94. For decades, it pushed the field forward bit by bit. And then deep learning came along. In 2018 and then again in 2020, Google's AlphaFold had this spectacular breakthrough that basically solved the problem. It was proof the competition model worked.
CASP got so prestigious that everyone started calling it the Protein Structure Prediction World Championship. This wasn't just some academic exercise. It was a public, totally transparent, and super competitive arena that focused the entire field on one goal. And that focus is what lit the fuse for that incredible breakthrough.
And that brings us right back to today. See the parallel? Back then, the question was, how do we predict a protein's shape? Now, the question is, how do we use AI to design a special kind of protein, an antibody, to hunt down a specific disease? It's the next great frontier.
So what exactly is an antibody? The easiest way to think of it is as your immune system's own precision-guided missile. It's this tiny, Y-shaped protein that can find and lock onto one specific target, like a virus or a cancer cell, with unbelievable accuracy. They're the absolute backbone of so many of our best modern medicines.
And that right there brings us to antibody. It's a brand new global competition built on that exact same successful CASP model. The whole point is to finally answer the question, can AI really design these little molecular missiles better and faster than we can right now? It really is the CASP for antibodies. Now, to figure this out, AIntibody isn't just one simple test. Nope, it's a full-on, multi-stage gauntlet. It's made up of 3 challenges that get harder and harder, and they're designed to push these AI models to their absolute breaking point.
All right, let's break down this gauntlet, starting with challenge number 1.
The first task is to simply improve it. The teams are given a real working antibody, and their job is to use their AI to fine-tune its design, to make its grip on the target even tighter. That grip is what scientists call affinity, so it's about taking something that's already good and making it great. Okay, next up, the difficulty definitely ramps up for the second challenge. This time, the task is to find it. Teams get access to this enormous database of genetic sequences from a real experiment. We're talking thousands and thousands of potential antibody candidates. Their AI has to act like a master talent scout, digging through all that data to predict which hidden gems, which undiscovered sequences are going to be the champions. And that brings us to the final, and by far the hardest challenge. This is a true test of AI creativity. The task? Create it. This is the holy grail. The AI models have to design a totally new antibody sequence, something that doesn't exist in any of the data they were given, completely from scratch. This isn't about finding a needle in a haystack. It's about imagining a brand new needle. So you're probably wondering, how do they keep this fair? Well, the process is incredibly strict. It's a completely blind test. Teams get the data, and they have just 2 weeks to submit their AI's best designs. Then, those digital sequences are turned into actual physical proteins. After that, independent labs test them, but, and this is key, they have no idea which team designed which protein. Finally, all the results get ranked and published for the whole world to see. There's absolutely nowhere to hide from the data. And here's the thing, winning isn't just about having the tightest grip. To become a real drug, an antibody needs a lot more. It has to be stable so it doesn't fall apart. It needs to be pure. You have to be able to produce a lot of it. It can't clump together. Basically, it has to have all these real-world properties to even have a shot at becoming a medicine. And AI design has to clear all of these hurdles. So what this all adds up to is the first ever public, forward-looking benchmark for AI in this space. It's all about moving past the flashy claims and getting to hard, measurable, and completely unbiased proof of what these amazing tools can actually do. So why does all of this matter so much? Well, by cutting through the noise and separating the hype from reality, this competition is going to show everyone which AI methods are actually working. It forces the entire field to be more open and transparent. And that focus on hard evidence, not just promises, is what will truly speed up the discovery of new life-saving therapies for all of us. The results from this landmark competition are going to be published soon. And when they are, they'll start to answer a question that could really define the next chapter of medicine. Will the next life-saving drug be discovered by a scientist in a lab or designed by an algorithm in a computer? AIntibody is here to find out.